Welcome to 10 Crazy Things You Can't Do in China. China is known to be a pretty strict country to live in. Historically, China's legal system has been based on the Confucian philosophy of social control through moral education. And even though there is now a more Soviet-influenced social system, earlier traditions from Chinese history still prevail. In this video, we'll show you 10 crazy things you can't do in China, and if you do, you'll face some pretty scary consequences. Welcome to Lifehack Giraffe, and thanks for tuning in. Please take a second and subscribe to become a member of our zoo community so you don't miss any amazing content, and smash that like button so that YouTube knows to let others see this mind-bending video. Let's get into the 10 crazy things you can't do in China. The finale will blow your mind, so be sure to watch till the end so you don't miss the best part. Number 1. You can't eat another man's wife intentionally in China. Of all the Hollywood bad guys, none is as disturbing as Hannibal Lecter. To consume human flesh is the ultimate betrayal of our humanity. However, apparently in China, cannibalism is fully legal. In ancient China, for instance, human body parts would appear on imperial menus. But if you're looking to eat your friend's wife with a side of fava beans and Chianti, you better think again. This absolutely crazy law states that a man cannot eat another man's wife intentionally as part of a meal. Though we must ask the question, can they eat them unintentionally? And is it okay to eat a man's daughter or mother? For this, the law has no answer. Number 2. Drugs. While places like the United States, Canada, Amsterdam, and other countries allow or tolerate recreational drug use to some degree, and the use of these substances seems like cultural norm, this is definitely not the case in China. China and many other Asian countries have gone the opposite route, cracking down heavily on not only the drug trade, but the recreational use of narcotics as well. There have been many high-profile cases in the media, and China has gone so far as to make forced urine drug tests the norm. Punishment for drug-related crimes can be severe and include the death penalty. Number 3. You can't go see a doctor without a ticket. You think the line at your local ER is bad? You might want to be thankful you don't need medical attention in China. If you're looking to go visit your doctor in China, you will first need a registration ticket. The problem is, scalpers snatch up these tickets faster than teen girls to an Ariana Grande concert. As a result, many Chinese citizens risk missing out on much-needed medical care because they don't have access to these tickets or have the money to pay extortion money to these savage Chinese gangsters. Number 4. Speaking in protest publicly. You may find it surprising from everything we see on the news, but freedom of speech in China does exist in 99% of everyday life. The exception, however, comes in the form of internet speech and freedom of assembly. The government maintains censorship over all media capable of reaching a wide audience, including television, print, radio, film, and theater, text and instant messaging, video games, literature, and the internet, which earn the censorship the title, The Great Firewall of China. This also means no Facebook or Instagram, which is absolutely crazy. Punishment for protest on a public forum can land you in a Chinese prison for many, many years. Beijing doesn't mess around with its information lockdown. Number 5. You're not allowed to stop at a pedestrian crossing in China. This law explains a lot. We've all been frustrated with our fair share of terrible drivers on the road, deserving or not, but once we discovered this law, things began to make a lot more sense. It turns out that Article 40 of Beijing's traffic laws states that drivers of a power-driven vehicle are forbidden to stop at any pedestrian crossings, or they risk a fine of 5 RMB or a warning if they do so. If you think this list has been strange so far, wait till we get to number 10. Carrying on with our list at number 6. You are not allowed to date a work colleague in China. Who hasn't tried to dip their pen in the company ink from time to time? An internet company in Guangzhou province has a strict and strangely specific policy on dating which is leaked online. Men who have been employed by the company for less than 1 year are forbidden from dating other employees. The same goes for women who have been employed for less than 3 months, and if they meet someone who doesn't work at the company, he must be approved by the management to make sure he is suitable. Male workers under the age of 25 aren't allowed to date a colleague at all, but if an employee's salary is higher than 15,000 RMB per month, they are exempt from all the rules. Go figure. Number 7. You can't ignore the approach of a Russian in China. We had a good laugh at this one while doing our research. Originating in 1907, there was a little-known Chinese republic near Vladivostok, Russia, called Iman. Iman was a strange place with strange rules, such as death for anyone who failed to announce the approach of a Russian, punishable by live burial, which seems like a pretty rough way to go. Number 8. You can't hire a female secretary in China. This law was established in 2003 in Chinese Sichuan province and only applied to male government employees. Nevertheless, it was a serious rule and enforced strictly throughout the province. China Youth Daily reported that the purpose of this rule was to ensure that work can be carried out. I guess the idea was that men would get too distracted by female employees that they would just run around catcalling and whistling all day instead of getting any work done. A Communist Party official told the New York Times that it was never actually written into the legal code of the province. However, there is enough reporting to show that the rule existed. Number 9. Never drink alcohol without first offering a toast in China. This is not a law as much as it is a social rule. Chinese banquets include 8 to 10 courses of food and plenty of alcohol. One way to slow the drinking is to observe Chinese etiquette by always offering a toast to the host or someone else at the table before taking a drink yourself. This not only prevents you from drinking too much too quickly, but also shows your gratitude towards the host and your regard for other guests. If someone toasts you with ganbei, however, watch out. Ganbei means bottoms up, and you may be expected to drink the whole drink rather quickly. Finally, number 10. You can't give away silk making secrets in China. An ancient imperial law stipulates that anyone caught sharing the secrets of sericulture, also known as silk making, was to be tortured to death. However, since the art of silk making has indeed made it out of China, we're presuming that some serious torture took place on whoever let it slip. The Chinese take their fashion secrets very, very seriously. Did you know that the death penalty in China is still alive and well? No pun intended. Though the numbers are believed to be very hush-hush, it's believed that China has executed well over 1,000 people in 2019 alone for crimes including drug offenses as well as business and investment fraud. With that many executions, we're amazed that anyone breaks the law in China at all. You've just watched 10 crazy things you can't do in China. Let us know in the comments section below if you've ever been to the country or you know of any other crazy things you can't do in China. We'd love to know. And again, thank you for watching Life Hack Giraffe, and be sure to subscribe and like this video for more mind-bending content. We'll see you in the next video.